Happy Friday. I hope you're doing wonderful. As you hop on, say hello. If you're new, welcome. I'm Rex and this is Match Made in Heaven. We are going to be using a pillowcase and maybe some, I don't know. I just went blank. So hop on, say hello. We are going to be inking today, making things that are permanent. You can throw these in the wash and it will be just fine. So our chalk transfers are reusable and you can use them with both ink and paste. Paste is just regular chalk paste and our ink is permanent. So come and say hello. I'm trying to find our friends and here we are. Awesome. Okay. It is 9 a.m. There we go, Central Time. And I've had these. These are table mats that I've had for a while. I believe I got them from Walmart. So I got these from Walmart. I've had them for a while. And I said, well, maybe we can ink these. Hey, Miss Tammy, good morning. Happy Friday. Let's ink these, and we're going to be using our new sunflower pattern. Look how pretty that is. And then we're going to be using it, let me put this in here. I'm a little crooked, huh? I'm a little off today. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna put this one down. These are so pretty. These are the ones that I had in my on my table. So make sure it's nice and flat. I think I'm gonna do okay, so I decided I needed to start using other colors other than black and nominee. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to mix shimmer copper and bark because y'all, they're drying up. If you don't use your colors often, I don't use shimmer copper almost ever. And it's just going to end up drying up on me. And I don't want to waste my chalk. You can always revive your chalk with distilled water. You don't want to use regular water because then you might, when something is closed and it has regular water, it'll end up with germs in there and then you probably get mold and you don't want mold. So make sure that you use distilled water when you stir up your chalk. I would probably recommend once a month, go through your chalk paste and get in there and stir them. Because if not, they get hard. Just like, I mean, paint, you don't use it, it's going to get hard. And because it's more of a lotion formula, it definitely gets hard after a while. So I'm going to mix both bark and shimmer copper. I haven't used my shimmer copper in a while, so I said, well, if I want a glitter, that's what shimmer copper is. It's a glitter. It's a shimmer. It's going to shine. So I decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and use them today. That way, I don't feel bad if it, instead of me wasting it. Good morning, Miss Ann and Miss Cynthia. How are ya? This is ink. This is ink, okay? So my goal for the next week is try not to use black or nominee. Okay, I need to use, I noticed the other day that I have not used a lot of these colors and they're drying out on me. So, as sad as it is that I can't use black or ink, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to use other colors so I can really use my paste. Okay, we're going to use this one here and we're going to move it over. And we might clean it up. Let me see. If it's not too messy, we'll do our pillowcase. If it ends up being messy, I am going to just do the pillowcase another day, okay? Because I don't feel like messing with it. So I'm going to use our tape. Wait, many jars did you... Yeah, they do dry out. if you don't use them like often, they end up drying out, guys. So if you think that there's a color that you might not use often, such as, I don't know, like some of the, like this, some of the Halloween colors, right? You're like, I don't really like them or whatever. Buy the paste packets, because I don't want you to waste your jars and dry them out. Or once a week, once a month, doesn't have to be often, or once a month, I would say, stir your jars. If they're getting a little hard, just add a little bit of distilled water on it and you should be good to go, okay? I'm just gonna try to stick in the middle. That's why I'm putting my paste in here. Yes, you can add water to ink as well. Yes, you can. All right, so I'm gonna do this right here. Like I said, I'm gonna do bark and shimmer copper because I haven't used shimmer copper. The cool thing about ink is ink doesn't dry as fast as paste. And y'all know I love ink. Ink will not dry as fast as paste, which is great. It's great that it doesn't dry whenever you're using it or when it just sits there. Because truthfully, I don't remember the last time that I used shimmer copper and it was just a tiny bit dry. I just added a little bit of water right now, but y'all, it had been a long time. So that's pretty good. So I'm actually testing out this. It's not flat. It does have a lot of ridges. I want to see how it looks and I want to see if it's going to bleed on me. Okay. So I did want to test this out first to see how it will look. So there we go. And the cool thing about it is that because it's not so liquidy, it won't bleed. You have a better chance of it not bleeding on you. So don't put too much water that it's too liquidy, because when you use it, it will bleed on you. That's the whole point of the chalk, that it's this formula, because you don't want it to bleed on you. You don't want a smooth, like a runny texture. All right, so like I said, this is brown. I wanted to use black, of course, but we're gonna be using colors that we have not used in a while. Okay, there we go. How are ya? Any plans this weekend? There we go. Pick up all that. And remember, it has glitter, so you have to press it a little bit more firmer. Wow, this came out so pretty. I'm gonna put this here real quick so I can show y'all. Clean your hands. Ink is permanent, so please be careful. Clean your hands. And yes, I am using ink. Look how pretty that looks. It's not gonna shine yet because it's a little wet, but isn't that pretty? And this has a lot of texture and it did really good. It did not bleed at all, okay? Yes, it will probably look better with black, but it's okay. Uh-oh, I dropped something today. Oh, it's not connected. So, tell me what you think. Isn't it cute? All right, let me add this one in here. We have to disconnect this one for now. There you go. There we go. Oh, good. Got a few of the extra large rounds for Halloween. Yay! Good morning, Miss Kathy. I have not gone to Hobby Lobby because I've just been so busy. This one just started again. Thank you, you for sprinkling, Miss Miriam. Thanks, Cynthia. I love them too. Every time I walk in here, I'm like, oh, they're so pretty. I do love them. All right, let's grab this again. And we're just going to finish off our sunflower. So, most likely, I don't think this is a pattern because it's too little. Well, no, it is a pattern. I just have it backwards. All right, let me move it closer to the edge here like this. And then we're gonna put this on here. And here, like so. Okay. All right. I'll try not to get all this extra little fuzz. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let's see how that looks. $5 and oh, that is awesome. It sure is a pattern, guys. Perfect. I stick it to the side of my table. It's so much easier. All right, we have one down. Look how cool that looks. And if you want to paint it, you sure can. You can totally paint these. Now we have another one. How are you, Chris? Okay, if you aren't going to wash it, could you use paste? Absolutely. Hey, Miss Berta. Happy Friday. Ms. Marge, yes. If you're not going to wash it, you can use paste. Regular paste, which I was going to use paste, but then I thought, well, I don't know if I'm giving these away. So, might as well just use ink, just in case. So, yes, if you're never going to wash something, you can always use paste, which is great because you have more variety of colors. Sorry, guys, this is driving me nuts. But, yeah, absolutely. Do you think textiles use more paste than you would ink? No. Ink, it depends on your fabric, if how much it's going to absorb. But I think ink is used a lot more. It will absorb it more. I think paste just stays at the top. Ink actually penetrates into your fabric. Oh, I guess we're done with this one. Let me throw it out here. Cynthia, yes, these are table mats from Michael's, from Walmart. These were actually on my table. And I have a set of 6, so I had 2 left over, and I'm like, what can I do with them? Let me get another roll of tape. Y'all, this tape is smushed up. Can I stab this? Yes, I love the color mix because the shimmer copper, it's brown, except it has a lot of glitter. Oh, I try not to use my teeth a lot because y'all, when was the last time, y'all, are y'all faithful dentist goers? I'm not. I don't go to the dentist often. And my teeth hurt. My teeth don't hurt. My teeth are sensitive. Y'all, look at this tape. Look what I did to this tape. I don't know what happened to it. Jeez. Hold on. I need to find where the entrance or the beginning is here. There we go. Come on, stretch out. Stretch out for me, please. Yes, Chris, that's what Miss Ann was saying. Yes, I just haven't gone to Hobby Lobby in a while. It's just been so busy around here. There we go. All right. Do we need to, we probably need a little bit more. So before we get started, we're going to mix it. So grab a little bit of bark. Grab a little bit of shimmer copper. And like I said, my shimmer copper had been sitting there for months. And it was still not like completely dry, which was great. But I did add just a tad bit of water, just so it can be a little bit more, like a lot more smoother. That way when I mix it, it's not chunky. So you can add water to your ink. Okay, there we go. Let's grab this again, and then we're gonna do another one, okay? Here we go. And you can do the same pattern if you want, or move it around. It is an 18 by 18, so you have a lot to play with. All right, here we go. Put it down. This one might, because we took a little bit longer, might have dried already. So if it doesn't go through, you're gonna have to clean it and do it again, okay? Because as your chalk dries or your ink dries, it does clog your transfer. So you just clean it and do it again. And if you're just hopping on, good morning. I would have done in black, but we are going to be working with paste that I have not used in a while because I hate when they dry up. And I truthfully, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I hate reviving them. I hate it. So I always recommend for y'all to stir them up once a month, just in case y'all don't use them often, so they don't dry up on you. Or create with them, create with colors that you normally don't. So we're gonna try not to use Nominee or black for the next week. We'll see how that goes. There we go, okay. Pick up all your excess. You see how we don't use a lot? Just pick up all that excess. The thicker you leave it, the longer it takes to dry. And truthfully, guys, if you leave your ink thick, there's a big chance for it when you wash it and you dry it, for it to crack. Like, say you have it on a t-shirt, it will crack on you if you leave it too thick. Good morning, Miss Vera. How are you? All right, here we go. If you missed a spot, you could put it down if you want. I think it looks great. What do you think? Oh, y'all, we could have totally done yellow. Why didn't we do yellow? Yeah, oh yes, Miss Cynthia. Paste packets, same thing. If you don't use your paste packets, most likely they will dry up. I've had a lot of paste packets dry up. I try to give them away before they do, but sometimes it's just kind of difficult. All right, here we go. Put it down, press it down, and we're gonna keep on going. Okay, try not to go so far down or so far to the end. There we go. Pick up all your excess. Well, we had quite a few left over. Oh, let me push it a little bit harder here because it dried on me. There we go. There we go. All right, and then this, we're just gonna take it to the wash. It's 10:30. It is 9:20 here. We're going to paint them in with yellow. We can. Do you want us to paint them with yellow? All right, there we go. How pretty is that? If you have any left over, find yourself, I'm probably gonna put it back in there, or find yourself a small, let me see. You can either put them in these little, like, small containers. Most likely, I'll probably just add it back in here. Like I said, I don't use this color. Well, I probably had this particular one color. I kid y'all not, probably for 3 or more years. This one right here. I have not used it because I don't use it that often. It's almost going to be gone. But make sure you stir it every once in a while so it doesn't get hard. Because to revive them from like complete hard, like it's just going to be really, really difficult to revive them. So make sure y'all stir them often. I'm just going to put it back. There we go. Your clock behind you says, oh, Cynthia, you're funny. That one, it's actually, it's 2:30. You're backwards. Remember, I didn't flip my camera. You're funny. They don't have any. I actually need to do something with them. We painted those, if y'all remember, with the chickens. And one of our clubs. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know if I should sell them or if I should. I have 2, so I don't know where to put them. All right, let's dry them. I know, Ms. Vera, it is. Is it 7:30 your time? All right. So if you want to leave them like this, you can. We could probably paint one. Let's paint, what time is it? We could paint one sunflower and see how that goes. So I can show y'all what it would look like. So this, put it on here. And probably a bigger brush. So we're gonna add some Cali 720. My goodness, yes, you've had coffee? I hope so. In the morning, so lately I've been buying, when I go to the gym, so I listen to a lot of podcasts. And on one of the podcasts, if y'all don't listen to Mel Robbins, y'all should. She like gives you so much good information. Okay, let me add a little bit of water. I actually had to put water in my little jar today because I used my sprayer for peroxide. I was making some bags and I scorched them. So then I had to spray my bags with peroxide. And I moved my water because I couldn't find my other water bottles, right? Anyways, what was I going with that? I don't know. I forgot what I was telling y'all. Oh, in the morning. So typically I only drink water. Well, lately, I was listening to a podcast and one of the lady was saying that when you work out, because I work out in the mornings, you have to eat something before you work out. And I'm like, I don't like eating anything other than coffee. So now I drink they're instant oats. You just put water in them and then you stick them in the refrigerator overnight, not instant, overnight oats. So I stick water in it and I leave them overnight. And in the morning, I just shake it and I drink it before I go work out. And it's supposed to help you like with the protein because all you're using is burning up everything that you currently have. So I started drinking that, y'all, and I am so full. And it craves my desire to have coffee, which is weird. I didn't think that would happen. All right, so I just added a whole bunch of water to my thing here. And I'm just gonna paint them on here so y'all can kind of see how it goes. There. 6 to make hubby lunch. Cynthia, you're awesome. That is awesome that you make your hubby lunch. That's hard to do. It sure is. Who else wakes up and makes hubby lunch? I don't. I used to. He wakes up so early. He leaves the house around 4 something so he can go work out at the gym. But he doesn't really eat at the, well, it depends. Sometimes he eats at the office. I bought him this, what do you call it? This lunch tote that has a, like a connector. So you put a glass container in it and it keeps it, and he plugs it and it keeps it, his food heated up till lunchtime, which is super cool. So he doesn't have to like take it to the microwave or any of that. It's nice and warm by the time he eats it. But it's leftovers. It's not, oh, what am I doing, y'all? I'm painting my leaf. And y'all probably like, what is she doing? All right, leave that one alone, and I'll go back in there with yellow. Let the game. I do make hubby lunch if he's working in an area that has no food places. You're awesome, Kathy. Late to the game. What are you chalking on? Miss Vera, these are placemats from, what did I say? Walmart. I had these left over. These are some that I have on my table. And I wanted to see how this texture, because these are like woven. And I was thinking, well, maybe this will bleed with our, which in any case, if you ever feel like something's going to bleed, make sure your paste is thick, that it's not too thin, because then it would bleed. But it did really well. Everything stuck where it was supposed to, and it looks really nice and crisp. It didn't bleed at all. And these are woven mats from Walmart. Good morning, Miss Michelle. How are you? You're fun, Kelly. It will be Monday. We have a sale coming up on Monday for our next live sale. Yeah. Y'all, what did y'all think of Jason watering his plant? So what I did was I bought this SVG file. My son loves horror movies. He loves them. And I saw this SVG file with all of like the horror guys, like Pennywise and Jason and Freddy Krueger and all of them. And so I was like, well, let me cut one and see how it looks and how long it takes to cut, because it's so much engraving. And I thought it was just so hilarious. And they're all like that in their little robe watering a plant. And they look so funny. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if my ladies will like that. I just thought that was so hilarious. Or that has woven material going to try. Yeah, Cynthia. This, I mean, it worked really good. This is woven. It's at first I was like, oh, I don't know if it's going to bleed. Let's give it a try and see what happens. But it looks like it's doing really good. There we go. And if you don't want to put green on it, you don't have to. You can just do the sunflowers. Okay, what do you think? There we go. And then on this side, we're just gonna kind of do these right here. Really light, because these are like babies. It should be more green. There. All right, so we'll paint one and then we'll leave the other one unpainted, and then y'all can decide which ones y'all like the most. Truthfully, I think if it was just a black, it would look really nice, simple by itself. But like I said, we're gonna try different colors this week. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Chris. I appreciate that. Good morning, Miss Michelle. How are you? Who likes scary stuff? I don't really like it, but y'all, Caleb loves it. He'll watch like scary movies with Mr. Willie, and then once he knows what's going to happen, then he can watch them by himself. He won't watch a movie that he's never watched before unless he's watched it with someone and he knows what's going to happen. But he loves watching those scary movies. And he won't have nightmares. He won't sleep when there's rain, but not whenever he watches those scary movies. There we go. All right. All right, what do you think? Let me put this on here. And if it's too bright, like if you don't like that yellow, mix it with some of your brown. Let me put some more on here. Mix it with some of that brown, and then you can go back in there and cover them up a little bit more. There you go. Oh, well, have a good day, Miss Cynthia, and have a good weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Remember, you can always mix your colors to give it a little bit more texture. All right. This one's painted and the other one's not painted. Do y'all like them better painted? There we go. And on the other one, I guess we can try green. Last day of vacation going back. Oh, man. Well, it looks like you had a good vacation. Hopefully. I hope you had a good vacation. Let's see what we have in here. Should we do more of a softer? Let's do a softer green and see what happens. Let's do a softer green. I'm not trying to do too much green. Let me get it in here. Just adding more water in here. Let's see what this looks like. This one's a little bit too thick. I'm gonna water it down a little bit more. There we go. Just trying to get in there. Oh, wow. This one's, this one's definitely not. Y'all, my thing's falling apart. I have a bad habit of leaving them in the water, and then my wood and all of this paint starts falling apart. There we go. All right. What do you think with the eucalyptus? There we go. All right. There. Oh, we forgot this one over here. We forgot this one over here. Now you have your own, very own, unique, created by you placemats. Hey, Ms. Edna, how are you? Good morning, Miss Julie. There we go, friends. What do we put in the middle here? What would y'all put in here in the middle? What would you add inside the sunflowers? We're making some placemats, Miss Edna. Kelly, we just said we can't use nominee. All right. We're making some placemats. That's right. Look how pretty that came out. I feel like we need something in the middle. Oh my gosh. Miss Kelly, should we use nominees? Y'all tell me. Nominees? Okay, any other color than nominees? How about shimmer gold? We haven't used shimmer gold. Let's see. Since we haven't used, let me see how, if I haven't stirred this one up either. So let's see how good or bad it is. Miss Edna, I said I needed to start using my other colors because, see, like, if y'all noticed, like I said, I haven't used my colors in a while other than black and nominee pretty much. So they get hard. And if you don't stir them, then they're really hard for you to use. And sometimes it's just, they're like hard as rock. So I said that we wanted to use all our colors this next week. Not nominee and black because that's our favorite colors that we always use. So I'm trying to use something else other than black and nominee. So we can use our colors and get more out of it and not be so wasteful. And then we're going to work on trying to stir our paste once a month. Just sit there and stir all your jars once a month. Add a little bit of distilled water. We should have one day. That way we remember. Like the first of the month or the end of the month. I'm going to send y'all a message like, have you stirred your paste yet? That way. So, we're trying to not be so wasteful and use other colors other than our favorite black and nominee. That's what we're doing. But now we're going to use shimmer gold, which doesn't paint as well as nominee, but it'll be okay. Get in there. It's kind of hard because it's a shimmer. There we go. Just like getting in there like a little, just a little bit of gold. There. And in here. Yeah, but overall, let me know. What do you think of our sunflower? And you can create each one individually like the same. Y'all can create them all the same. You can make every single one unique. And then you have them on your table. All created by you. Okay, there we go. There we go, guys. So just keep on putting it in there. This one's a little bit harder. What? Not yet, sir. Dude. Just keep on splashing in. He's ready to go swim, guys. He was counting down the days so he can go swimming. All right. Y'all hit that heart button for me. I appreciate it. And I think I posted the link for the sunflowers in the comments, so you can go check that out. And as always, you can save some money by joining our perks. It's $20. You get $20 back. You can cancel at any time. But the best part is you get 30% off all the items. All right. There. I think it came out pretty awesome now. Oh, Mr. Caleb, yes. He said, dude. He's like, are you done? He can't go in the pool until I'm done. There we go, friends. So funny. He's a funny guy. What do you think? How pretty is that? All right. Ooh, I need to sneeze. Marge, you and me both, because he was just running out of things to do. Oh. Disconnect it. All right, now we can heat set these guys. So, let me find I disconnected it. All right, we're gonna do 305. I had it at 360 because I'm working on my sublimation. We're gonna do 305, and then we're gonna do that for 30 seconds. I had it for 60 seconds. 30 seconds. All right, cool. There we go. Oh, you're so sweet. I am glad y'all like it. See, and I still have some left over that I can probably finish our other one. So, do you like it simple? You can keep it. If you had black, I think black would look a lot nicer. But like I said, we're not working with black today. So, if you wanted to do a little bit more simple and not watercolor, then this is what you'll do. Just do it one time, you're done. If you want to do more of a watercolor effect and paint them, that's what that would look like. If you wanted to do, so here's another idea. If you want to use words, cut it in half, do words at the top, and then you can do your pattern at the bottom or the pattern on the outside and then in the middle. These are from Walmart, so they're not expensive table covers. And the cool thing about it is that it's woven. So, and it's both sides. So you can do, look, and it's so thick, you can't even see it on the back. So you can do a different pattern on the back if you want and just flip them over. Pretty cool, huh? As you could just take it off. Hey, Miss Sharon, we're still here, hon. No, Miss Anne. So I've been waiting for my mail. Remember, I have to wait for me to close the mail, the t-shirt box on the 5th in order for me to order. I ordered. I still haven't received it. It was supposed to arrive this week, and now it just says late. It doesn't give me an update. The last update is from the 15th. It took 5 days for them to pick it up from Utah. And it's in limbo. I don't know where it's at. It doesn't give me no updates, which is so upsetting. So I can't send t-shirt boxes until I get my package. So I do apologize, but there is nothing I can do about it. So it's still waiting. I checked yesterday. I checked this morning. Nothing. All right, 305 degrees for 30 seconds. I don't, and this time because I didn't order so much, it's coming through USPS instead of UPS. Usually I buy a lot, so it comes through UPS. But this time I had only ordered the items that I needed, which is very frustrating because I hate ordering and getting it through USPS. All right, guys, 30 more seconds. So frustrating. I know, Miss Kelly. It is very frustrating. I'm just like, Jeez. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I checked this morning again to see maybe it was an update. It was. It says your mail is running late, but it's still en route. I'm like, how do you even know that? You don't even know where it's at. How do you even know that? So I'm just like, oh, I don't know if I should just place another order and rush it or wait. I'm going to give it till tomorrow. If not, I'm going to have to place another order because I have no idea if it's even lost or not. Yeah, no, Ms. Maureen, I saw that. I know that they have, because we even have a big red thing that says that like the flash floods and the flash floods that are in that side, but typically mine goes from Utah to Texas, and it goes to our central hub here in Texas. Our central hub is close to us, so like in Houston. So I don't know if the water from a week or 2 weeks ago from the 4th of July in the hill country affected it. I don't think it should have because it doesn't go in that area, but I don't know. It's just so upsetting. Last scan destination unknown. Mine just says it's late and it's en route. It's like, well, great, thanks. Anyways, hit that heart button. I hope you liked this one. This one was a fun one. And I like these placemats because if you can see how woven it is, and I was scared that it was gonna bleed, and it didn't. Look, y'all can see it did not bleed at all. It looks really good. It looks like you painted it. So thanks for watching. I will see y'all later. I gotta go paint some more. I was thinking of doing this same thing on a pillowcase, because it fits perfectly on our pillowcases. So if you decide, you know what, I don't need placemats, maybe do them on a pillowcase. I think they'll still look beautiful. Anyways, that is it. Love y'all so much. And I will see y'all on Monday. Bye. Friday, Monday, 6 p.m., we're going to do our live sale. Bye, guys.